Hello and welcome to another folder build guide. Today I'm gonna try 23 plus 2 crossbows with a generic archer civilization. Early nice deer spot, always a good thing to have. Those are extra sheepers, Oh, there are the berries. Then time to lure the first deer. Always going for a really early deer approach, just to make sure I will later have the perfect amount of villagers on all my food resources. A lot of vills already for the boar to work. All deers will have always their 3 people working, as the AoE gods wished it be when calculating the numbers. So we'll have 6 on the deer, 4 on the wood. Here, this dealer is kind of fucked. But I think the timing should still be pretty good for those 3. Perfect, like I did intended that way. This girl will build a nice and comfy house there, so we can just easily get everything we need. So now we have all deers pushed, meaning that it's time to go outside with the scout. Next we will get a boar. All sheep can be consolidated at the top. The next villager will make us a mill. And this villager will do us the joy of making a house. That was kind of close one, but couldn't select all builds probably. So now, instead of sending more builds to the berries, we first stock up on the board to get 10. I think I will do the final house already. I think all the houses we need till clean up to Castle Age. And now with 10, can you please go there? On the boar. Time to get a second already. We will fill up the berries to 5. So 10 on food under the TC, 4 onto the wood, and 5 onto the berries. That's what we are going for with here. Boar is in the perfect spot. Also pretty decent timing. Oh. Going to the back bush now. Time to get all the piggies in position. Probably should use the scout more, but I'm kind of focused on casting my build. So now we will have 5 on the berries, meaning we're gonna get 1 more onto the wood for now. One more onto the food as well. And then the last 2 villagers are gonna go onto the goat. And that's basically it. For this age at least. Can I fit the piggy? Perfect. Like 0 workway, so to say, is always the best. Oh. Gonna go feudal. Position the gooses. What the heck is that Will doing? Working from the totally wrong side. Freaking classic. Once we're like at the F of feudal, I tend to send the guy out for the barracks. And he will get re-queued to wood. And the extra 2 builds from feudal to castle will of course go onto gold or archerinos. Working the freaking sheeps like crazy here. Bring a couple more onto wood. I think I was a bit too slow on the extra wood here. That's often a problem with this build for me. Gonna do the range here. No, force drop some wood. Oh, blacksmith. So 5 onto gold, it should be in the end. And 10 on wood, like the classic. Gonna be some small idle time here, but I think that's perfectly fine for what we want to accomplish here. First archer could have been queued way earlier had I not sent the villager to the wrong spot. But you know, older guides are not meant to be good guides. Can I please get this one? Thanks. Next, we send one villager back from the berries. Make a farm force as well. And this will get fletching now. One more archer queued, so we'll have 4 to use. And we should be pretty easily able to afford crossbow as queued behind that last archer. And not being housed would be a big success, so we know we can do this as well. Get the monastery out. Get the house out to not being housed anymore. Probably onto the time to get horse color. A little bit less shitty farms. And now we have some decent amount of crossbows. We could produce further, but I went for the monk here first. Next, of course, would be adding eco behind all this. You can add more crossbows, can save up for Potkin, or whatever you like. But in general, the build does work, and it's more for like defensive play against potential forward castle droppers and stuff. It also allows to contest for relics with crossbows if you have like an archer civilization and you don't really want to go scouts at all. Usually fletching crossbows are pretty good against light cav and especially normal scouts. So the investment isn't that big. You can do stuff with it. We can take a little look at the statistics. So the uptime was still pretty decent. I think the perfect is probably like straight 14 or 14.5-ish. So at max 9, maybe just 4 seconds idle time. I think it's pretty decent for such a tight clutch build. We could afford everything we wanted to get. We had stuff. Not being housed compared to myself would be a pretty good investment. You can, of course, as I said, open with the monastery to get relics with the crossbows you have. Or you could instead just go for a second TC right away. So that's up to the individual. I hope that's helpful for some, or at least enjoyable for others. So, till the next time.